Well, good morning. Let me tell you, if you thought it was refreshing yesterday, we ain't seen nothing yet. It is minus 38 here this morning on the farm, and nothing is gonna move very easily today. But I do have to get the truck fired up, as it usually seems to be the case when it's so very cold and you need something to work. It doesn't. So the command start isn't working in the truck, so I'm gonna have to warm it up here first. I gotta hook onto this trailer and then the horse trailer over by the house, get them put away over there. I'm gonna fire up the big tractor and see if we can't plow some snow. I can honestly say today's a good day to have 2 pairs of gloves on. You can feel my eyelashes start to freeze up here. But I'm gonna run some grain out to the sheep and to the horses, get the chickens fed, and then see about getting that tractor fired up. So yesterday I chucked some straw over to the bulls, and just the core of the bale I dumped in here and let the sheep kind of spread it around a little bit. I'm just gonna fork some of this over now into their shelter, because they're not hanging out here at night. They're all huddling up in the shelter. So I'll get this forked in, give them some nice cozy bedding. Okay, so there we have it. They're all bedded down nice and deep in here. By the amount of sun that's shining out there, you'd think it'd be a warm day, but it's certainly not warm at all. Good morning, Gussie. Come get some breakfast, buddy. Good morning, Rosie. Hi, Elsie. All right, so the phone froze up and we lost you there at the ponies, but give it a quick charge in the shop. Now I'm back in the tractor. I'm just plowing some snow here, and it sucks not having a heater in the tractor. I've got to have the air conditioning going just to keep the air movement going around the window so it doesn't frost up, so I can see where I'm going. It is chilly in here. I'm gonna need 2 cups of tea when I get in the house. All right, so I'm all done plowing snow. I tell you, we're super fortunate to be able to use my father-in-law's tractor with a cab on it. Even though it doesn't have a heater, it is pretty miserable, but it is nowhere near as miserable as it was the first year we got here when we had to use the old Matthew open cab. It was minus 40. We had tons of snow. Like every second day we were getting like 8-9 inches of snow. I put some serious hours on this thing. Just frost and snot ripping down my face. Was not a good time. Built a lot of character though. All right, now, so for the sake of putting my money where my mouth is, and with full transparency, it's not minus 38 anymore. It has warmed up to a balmy minus 36. But we're gonna go out to the chicken house and we're gonna see how warm it is in here, because we don't heat our chicken house. We just use deep bedding and the appropriate amount of birds per square foot. And that's how we keep it toasty warm. All right, so I'm in the chicken house now, and I just wanted to show you what it's like in here. So we've got south-facing window bringing in light. We've got deep litter on the floor, lamb's wool insulation in the roof, fiberglass insulation in the walls, and it is 36 degrees below zero outdoors. What is the temperature in here? Have a look at that. You can see it for yourself. 5 degrees Celsius or 6 degrees Celsius, somewhere in there. The beautiful thing about that, have a look. All the eggs that get laid in the nesting boxes, none of those eggs are frozen. And I know some folks are skeptical about the whole deep litter methodology and proper insulation, as opposed to having to run heat lamps or kerosene heaters or anything like that. I will tell you, we do not heat this chicken house. It is just purely insulation and deep litter. So as you can see, we've even got sheep's wool insulation from wool that was sheared off our own sheep in the roof. Somebody's very happy about how warm it is in here. The deep litter on the floor is just pine shavings and the chicken manure, and that is it. So the other thing you can do, and it costs you absolutely nothing to do this, is bank up the snow against your chicken house. So we just had like a whole bunch of snow. So you can see I just shoveled this little bit here and just fork that up against the chicken house, prevent any drafts from getting in underneath there. Snow has amazing insulating capability, so might as well take advantage of nature while you can. Just came back in from the chicken house. I had to pack them out some fresh water It's surprising actually, now that they're locked in the coop because it's so bitterly cold, how much water they're actually drinking. I previously did a video on whether or not you could just let chickens eat their snow or if you had to pack them fresh water. And I will obviously always advocate for the freshwater option, but I will say 50% of their fluids intake, I believe, was snow before, because man, oh man, am I ever packing a lot more water these days. What's most important is that they are comfortable. It's warm in there, it's dry in there. They're getting lots of natural sunlight through those south-facing windows, which, you know, even being cooped up, we're still seeing lots of egg production, so that's fantastic. Anyways, it was very cold today. It's looking like tomorrow night it's going to be even colder. We're looking at probably minus 44 is what the forecast is saying, which is just like, wow, that's cold. I don't care who you are, that is cold. So I'm pretty thankful that the old baby Jesus came down in his holy spaceship and blowed up all them dinosaurs and turned them into ethane, methane, hexane, pentane, propane, and butane, because we're heavily reliant on that stuff in the house right now. And on that note, I think you know what time it is. It's time for me to go inside, take advantage of that nice warm house, fix up a cup of tea. So I'll let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Stay warm. We'll see you tomorrow.